IUPAC nomenclature of alkene and alkyne. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons that contain at least one carbon-carbon double bond. Alkynes, they are also unsaturated hydrocarbons that contain at least one carbon-carbon triple bond. Let us first start with alkenes. IUPAC nomenclature of alkene contains first four units except secondary suffix. Definition of these remain almost same. Secondary prefix indicate the substituents in the molecule. Primary prefix indicates whether they are cyclic or acyclic in nature. Root word indicates the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Primary suffix is "-ene" in this case, that indicates the double bond. Parent chain in alkene will be the longest possible carbon chain that includes alkene double bond. Example, in this molecule, this will be the longest carbon chain, but the rule with alkenes is it has to include the double bond. So we have to include this double bond. Now also we are having two options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one possibility. Another possibility is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we have 6 carbon atoms in this numbering, this will be the appropriate parent chain. Lowest possible number should be given to the double bond. If I start numbering this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Numbering from the another direction gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With the first type of numbering, we are having double bond between position 3 and 4. With yellow numbering, we are having double bond between 4 and 5. Since we are supposed to give the lowest possible number to the double bond, blue colored numbering is appropriate. Now if we try to write the name, secondary prefix will be 6-methyl. There is no primary prefix. Root word will be hept. Primary suffix will be "-ene". Together, if I write the IUPAC name as 6-methyl heptene, then I will not be knowing where exactly the double bond is present. Then we have to give a position to it. Position of the double bond must be indicated by the number of the first carbon atom of the double bond between the root word and the suffix. Meaning, here double bond starts at position 3, so we have to write it as hept hyphen 3-ene. So the proper IUPAC name will be 6-methyl hept 3-ene. When the parent chain has more than one double bond, prefixes like di, tri are used. Example, in this molecule we are having a double bond at position 1 and at position 3. If we look into its IUPAC name, it is buta-1,3-diene. What we expected was but-1,3-diene. There is a rule for this. Before looking into the rule, let us see one more molecule. This molecule is having a double bond at position 1. So the IUPAC name of this molecule will be but-1-ene. However, we are having A in the first molecule. We are not having A in the IUPAC name of the second molecule. Rule tells extra A is added to the root word if the primary suffix added to the root word starts with a consonant. In the first case, diene starts with D, that is consonant, so we have added A to the root word but. In the second case, primary suffix is "-ene", it starts with the vowel E, so we have not taken that A with the root word. To put the same rule in a simpler term, Try to pronounce the name of the molecule without these numbers. Butadiene is a comfortable pronunciation against butadiene. So main purpose behind adding this letter A is to have a comfortable pronunciation of the name. Let us try to write the IUPAC nomenclature for this molecule. This will be our longest chain. If we try to number from this end, then we will get 1, 2, position 3 for double bond. From the other end, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth position. So it is better if we start from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. IUPAC name will be 7-methyl oct-3-ene. Another example. Observe carefully. This is methyl 1 carbon atom. ET stands for ethyl 2 carbon atoms. So the longest chain will be this one. And if we start numbering from this end, double bond will get the lowest number. Let's number it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a methyl group sitting at position 3. So the name will be 3-methyl hept-3-ene. Let's number this molecule. From this end, if we start numbering, we will get position 1 and 3 for the double bond. If we number from the another direction, we will get the same position 1 and 3 for the double bond. But with blue colored numbers, we will be getting position 2 for the substituent. If we stick on to yellow, then we will get position 3 for the methyl group. Considering the lowest number even to the substituent, blue colored numbering will be appropriate. So the IUPAC name will be 2-methyl buta 1,3-diene. Let us consider one more molecule. Longest chain will be this one. We have to consider this ethyl because here we are having only one carbon atom. And if we start numbering from this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, position 4 for the double bond. From this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, again same position for the double bond. But from this direction, when we start numbering, we will get substituent at position 3. From this direction, when we start numbering, the first substituent will appear at position 4. So it is appropriate if we start numbering from this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are having methyl group at position 3 and 5. So the secondary prefix will be 3,5-dimethyl oct-4-ene. For cycloalkenes, a number is not needed to denote the position of the double bond as it is always between carbon 1 and carbon 2. If we start numbering this molecule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Secondary prefix will be 4,5-dimethyl. Primary prefix will be cyclo. Root word will be hex. Primary suffix will be ene. So the IUPAC name will be 4,5-dimethyl cyclohex-1-ene or simply 4,5-dimethyl cyclohexane. There is nothing wrong if we place the number 1, but most famously we stick on to this name. Lowest locant role in cycloalkene. If I start numbering from this position, then 1, 2, 3, 4. My locant set will be at position 2 and 4. If I start numbering from this position, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Locant set will be 1 and 5. When we compare these two sets term by term, it is 1 here, 2 here. So 1, 5 win over 2, 4. So the appropriate name will be, this is ethyl, methyl. Alphabetically ethyl comes first. So the IUPAC name will be 5-ethyl 1-methyl cyclohexene. Let us start numbering from this carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my locant set will be 1, 2, 4 and 5. If I start numbering from this position, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My locant set will be again same 1, 2, 4 and 5. Since we cannot differentiate them by using the locant set, we have to go for the name of the substituent. This is 2 carbons, so ethyl. This is 1 carbon, methyl. This is complex substituent, so we have to write them inside the bracket. And while numbering 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 dimethyl propyl. This whole thing will be inside the bracket. This is 1 carbon, so methyl. If we look into the alphabet, M, E, M, di doesn't appear, so M here. Between ethyl and methyl, ethyl wins over, so that position should get number 1. So out of these two, 1, 2, 4, 5, yellow numbering is the appropriate one. So the IUPAC name will be 1 ethyl, 2, 5 dimethyl, 4, 1, 2 dimethyl propyl cyclohexene. 1 ethyl, 2, 5 dimethyl, 4, 1, 2 dimethyl propyl cyclohex 1-ene or simply cyclohexene. Next, alkyne. IUPAC nomenclature of alkyne also will have 4 units in it except secondary suffix. Definition remain almost same. Secondary prefix indicates the substituents. Primary prefix indicates the cyclic nature. Root word indicates the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Primary suffix is indicated by "-ine", that in turn indicates triple bond. Since all rules remain same even for alkynes, we can straight away take up the problems. For this molecule, we should start numbering from this direction. Parent chain will be this. If we start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the IUPAC name will be 4-methyl pent 1-ine or simply pentyne. For this molecule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. IUPAC name will be 4-methyl pent 2-ine. For cyclic molecules, triple bond always take number 1. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Secondary prefix will be 3-methyl. Primary prefix is cyclo. Root word is hex. Primary suffix is -ine. So the IUPAC name will be 3-methyl cyclohexane. Next lecture will be on alkene, compounds containing both double and triple bonds. Thank you.